Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 109 of BrewTalk with Mr.Beer. My name is Robert Lewis. I will be your host for today's show. As always, we appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in, watch all of our weekly BrewTalk videos. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Hopefully you're learning something. If you ever want to reference our notes, the best place to find those is on our blog, Mr.Beer.com/blog. You can find all the written notes that are corresponding with these videos that we do. So if you don't want to listen to us talk, you want to go reference something and you don't want to watch the video, you just want to read the notes, that would be a great thing to check out. Also got a bunch of other different blog posts on there, recipes, informative stuff, all kinds of just cool information for you guys on there. And if you want to ever go through like the video archive and watch other videos, you can filter on the blog just by the BrewTalk category, or you can just go to our YouTube page and watch them all there. So without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. So I saw this question in our Facebook group the other day, and I thought it was a very interesting question for someone to ask and something I'd never thought of before. But basically, should you cap your beer bottles as you fill them up, or should you just cap them all at the end once you fill them all up? So I never really thought of that question, so I thought it'd be a good thing to answer. I mean, it's not really explicitly called out in our instructions. We kind of say it in there, but it's not called out exactly what you should do one way or the other. So in an official capacity, as I will say, you should cap your bottles right after you fill them. You shouldn't let them just sit around filled with beer, and I think that there are a few reasons for that. And also, just on a separate point, I don't really see any benefit of kind of filling your bottles and then going back through and capping them all at the end. It doesn't seem to really seem to make a difference. I don't see why you would do that. If you think I'm wrong, please comment in the video and let us know. But I think, when you're filling your beer bottles, or you're filling your bottles full of beer and you're not putting the lids on them and just leaving them sitting open, I mean, you're risking things falling into them. You got a fan going, your air conditioner kicks on and blows some dust in there, some particles floating on the air, someone walks by and sneezes on your beer. I mean, all kinds of things can happen if it's not covered. You're just opening up greater risk for an infection in your beer, which is not something that you want. Obviously, you spend all that time brewing the beer, all that time waiting. You don't want to get an infection when it comes to during the bottling process, because that can be very, very disappointed. So, I think you always keep them covered is a good rule of thumb. I think a proper procedure to help keep your bottles safe would be, so you'd sanitize your bottles obviously before you brew them up. So basically, when you sanitize your bottles, per our instructions, you're filling a gallon jug with water, putting half your pack of no rinse, shaking that up. Then you're going to distribute that evenly between all your bottles. You're going to cap them and shake them up real good so they get sanitized. Then you're going to pour the sanitizing solution out of the bottle. Then at that point, what I would do is I would just place your cap on top of the bottle. Don't twist it on. Just set it on top so that way nothing can fall into that. But you know that inside of that cap is sanitized and the inside of your bottle is sanitized. So you're good to go. Then when you're ready to fill your bottle, grab your bottle, remove your cap, add your 2 carbonation drops or whatever bottle size you're using, add your carb drops or add your sugar, fill your bottle with beer, put your cap back on, set to the side, and repeat that process till your beer is filled. I think that would probably be the best way to minimize risk minimize the risk of infection during bottling is what I think that process would help. But yeah, you just want to keep those bottles covered. So to summarize basically what we said earlier, you should cap your bottles right after you fill them with beer and not just wait and cap them all at the end. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. A quick, short video, but hopefully it was something interesting. I found the question posed that was very interesting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, comment, or share it on whatever platform you can. Make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. We are at Mr.Beer on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We will be churning out some brewing videos here pretty shortly, so make sure you're following us on YouTube to catch those, where we're brewing some recipes, some refills. We're going to try to start getting at least 1 or 2 brews on camera a week now going forward, so hopefully you guys will enjoy watching us brew those and learn more about the beers and the recipes and all that fun stuff. If you want to learn more about Mr. Beer and hang out with fellow Mr. Beer brewers, join our Facebook group. It's just Mr. Beer's Brewing Society. We just ask that you answer the 3 questions, and then we will let you in. We let people in kind of in batches throughout the week, not right as you apply, so give us a day or two, and we'll get you guys in there. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, and I will talk to you guys next week. Cheers.